What are troughs and peaks? How to distinguish support and resistance lines from the trend lines. Top 3 rules for correctly distinguishing these lines. Hello everyone, my name is Victoria and I'm glad to see you on my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to learn about the price and its movement. What does the support and resistance levels means? What does the support and resistance levels means? And by the end of this video you're going to have a skill for indicating them on graph yourself. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Let's get started. Today it is no longer possible to imagine the trading process without a chart. A chart simultaneously reflects the behavior of market price of currency pairs and the actions of all market participants. Let's figure out how to analyze the chart and how to find the best and safest points of entry into deals. What exactly is entry points? Nowadays you can analyze the state of the chart and determine entry points using a variety of tools. One of them is TradingView. The chart, support and resistance levels are the key elements to analyzing the market for a trader. For example, in trading you can use trading strategies or develop them yourself. But why waste time on something that has already existed for a long time, when you can take proven and available strategy and make money? I have several proven strategies that consistently show good results. Using these strategies, you can easily read the chart's currency pairs. Stick to watching my videos so you don't miss new useful strategies. Support and resistance levels are the most basic trading tool and are the basis of almost all trading strategies. Based on support and resistance levels, you can determine the mood and activity of players and their impact on price movement. Levels is an extremely powerful tool for technical analysis. When finished with this lesson, each and every one of you will be able to get into a trading game by already identifying trend lines and levels. What are levels and how to detect them? A level is a price area above or below which the price simply does not go. Support and resistance levels are the two straight lines. These are the maximum and the minimum price values. The support level is determined by the lowest price level, troughs, and the resistance level is determined by the highest values, the peaks. Support and resistance levels is one of the main ways to determine entry points. Let's see how the levels are built. We build using a rectangle shape and make the levels from a daily time frame transparent. On the daily time frame, we see support and resistance levels, extremum points, maximum points, tendencies that form new trends. So here's a local trend. The trend started from this point and the nearest support level is checked here. Maximum point, minimum point, all the levels don't need to be marked. Let's switch to the H4 time frame. We build according to bodies. Next we switch to the H4 time frame and adjust the constructed levels. We move them to the body of the candle. Everything is correct here. And we mark new levels on H4 that form the new local maximum and minimum. Meaning this level has already worked out for us. We can mark it as a filled rectangle. Or here it will be more effective to build from here. Our price is moving, trying to make a new local maximum. Therefore, we have resistance in the points where local maximum formed. We skip to H1 and on H1 we build and adjust the levels according to the bodies of the candle so that they are as accurate as possible. What has worked out previously is not really important anymore. We are interested in the current trend. Or if the price goes down, we will look at the levels of previous trend that has not worked out. This part of the levels, this level is going to be important for us if the price goes down. At the moment it is moving up, and so it will move to the next resistance level. That means that on H1 we mark additional levels that were mirrored. They're not that important, so we mark them a different color. So the color from which the price pulled back and broke through. It determines the side of the trend and the entry point for selling, meaning from the strong level of H4. We see the synchronization of levels. That means it is built. We could potentially build it from here, but since we are putting up the level based on the latest reaction, we are no longer interested in this part. It was built up, the price came here, and then went up to the resistance level. Again, we build the level based on the latest reaction. We moved on to H1 and see that this level is worked out and the price moves to the next level. And we also have one level that is important to us. It is a level of a recent downtrend that formed the last local minimum. This is the whole the whole concept of constructing levels on a chart. The levels will help us determine the main direction of movement. And the appearance of candle models and patterns give us possible direction of the price movement. Support and resistance levels will help us determine the entry points, determine the size of the stop loss, determine the size of the take profit or partial profit fixation, and so on and so forth. The market price moves unevenly. Therefore, the graph curve can move to the side, down or up. Draw two straight lines through 2-3 extreme points from the bottom and from the top of the curve. These are trend lines. They clearly determine the direction of price movement. In other words, the trend. Now, attention, this is very important. Do not confuse trend lines with support or resistance levels, because there are similarities in their formation techniques. The first ones pass through 2-3 points of maximum minimum of a price. The second ones cover points across a whole price range. Besides that, trend lines can have a slope, and support and resistance levels are always built horizontally. The first ones show the direction of the trend, and the second ones show the current price levels. Here are some important rules of line building. Number 1. Graphically, support and resistance levels should only be located horizontally. The second one, the level line must reach at least 2 extreme points. And number 3, when intraday trading, it is better to build these levels on higher time frame, week, day, hour. In the next video, we will take a closer look at the breakouts of the support and resistance lines. But before we move on to practice, make sure to subscribe to my Telegram channel. There you will find a lot of useful information, signals and answers to frequently asked questions. Link is in the description below. Now let's practice a few deals. So let's now see in practice how support and resistance levels work. Let's see what are the maximum and minimum points, also known as extremum. Let's take, for example, AUD-CHF currency pair. Let's try building the support and resistance levels. You can see the first level of resistance we built based on the previous value. Let's build another line. This is a support line. Now we see the line breaking through. I'd like to remind you that we are not looking at the previous history. We are only looking at the latest levels. Now we see a breakthrough. This right here. So the graph went up. It is possible that now a new extremum point will appear. We can secure this level when the candle closes. So let's now try to open a new deal to buy. I'm now opening a second sell deal to follow up because as you've seen, we now have a new extremum point. It formed in here. Yeah. So we witnessed the breakthrough. And we saw the breakout that turned the chart down again. And now it is moving towards forming a new support line and a new minimum point. Great. Just the last seconds, the deal turned out in profit. We are at $184. Next. So we see on this chart that we have a new resistance line and a new point. And now we are forming the next minimum point. Let's move on to another deal. Look at this traffic. We now have a new maximum, an extremum point. Let's look at the minimum. This is the minimum we will have. Again. So yeah, this is the minimum. And now we will form a maximum point here. We also see another line of support. We see what happened here in this spot, and now this line is broken, and we basically have two options. The chart itself can go either down or up. Let's see. Great, the deal went well. We made $260. I showed you pretty much how everything works. Resistance and support lines, what is a breakout? You witness the variability and what may happen when a breakout occurs, and what happens when the chart approaches extremum points. And basically, what are the extremum points? So that'll be all. Let's summarize today's video. So today we learned What is support and resistance lines? How are they different from trend lines? We learned how to build them and what is important when constructing them. And what do all these lines tell a trader? It is very important to remember that any trading requires analysis and knowledge in order to make decisions about transactions as risk-free as possible. I really hope today's lesson helped you better understand this approach in trading. Like this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!